Welcome to HomeFront SitRep. I hope you're in for a great show today because I'm just a veteran talking about what's on my mind and maybe yours.
You can find HomeFront SitRep on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. You can also check out HomeFront SitRep's YouTube channel.
Buckle up, the show is starting.
Still in the fight, different battlefield, same damn life. No spotlight shining on the ones who serve, just great sacrifice and a whole lot of nerve. From small town shops to a helping hand, we're lifting each other, yeah, that's the plan. No red tape, no filter, no disguise, just truth in the fire, behind our eyes. This is HomeFront SitRep, hear the call, where the real ones rise and the fallen stand tall. Every voice matters, every story's legit. We're family here, this is HomeFront SitRep. From the shadows to the spotlight we step. Yeah, this is HomeFront SitRep. From the scars we carry to the lives we reveal, from the weight of silence to the strength of will. Non-profits grinding, boots on the street, no headlines chasing, just mission complete. Veteran alone, still chasing the dream. From a mic to a message, we're building a team. Creators and fighters, yeah, we all belong. Turn the pain into purpose, turn the hurt into song. No politics, no games, no divide. Just warriors standing side by side. This is HomeFront SitRep, hear the call, where the real ones rise and the fallen stand tall. Every voice matters, every story's legit. We're family here, this is HomeFront SitRep. From the shadows to the spotlight we step. Yeah, this is HomeFront SitRep. We don't forget, we don't walk away. We carry each other through every day. From combat boots to a boss to a seat, still standing tall, still hard to defeat. Real stories, real impact, real people. This ain't just a podcast. This is a movement. This is HomeFront SitRep, loud and clear, for the ones still fighting year after year. Every voice matters, every story's legit. We're family here, this is HomeFront SitRep. Yeah, we rise, we grind, no regrets. Welcome to HomeFront SitRep.
Might help if I bring us up. Welcome everybody to a Monday edition of HomeFront SitRep. How is everybody doing? Gunny, how are you, sir?
Better than I was yesterday.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Now we got to figure out why. Now we got to figure out why Facebook is having issues because it won't let me stream to it for some reason.
Yeah, I noticed that when I tried to share. All the other social media sites are good, just not Facebook.
Yeah, for some reason, like if I put in Facebook, let's do here and here, save changes, and it comes through and it says it's green, like it just went green, like the check mark.
Yep.
I'm waiting on Heroes Media Group, waiting for it to go green, but then it populates and says it's not live.
It's always something.
Freaking Facebook, man. See, it just gave me an error on HMG.
I guess we'll run it without it. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Anyway,
Not like
so
we haven't done it before. But yeah, no, today ran some errands. The wife, works Monday through the week, and I don't have anything going on team wise. So it was up to me to do the domesticated house husband duties today of,
oh,
going to
nice.
the grocery store and doing that, and then running some other errands. And I take off Friday for Virginia Tech. We jump in for their spring game on Saturday, and then I'll come home. But Friday's also my wife's birthday and our anniversary. I thought I was being smart when I convinced her to do it on that day, and now I realize it's probably the dumbest decision I ever made, because if I forget one or the other or both, there's nothing until Christmas.
Right.
So I'm screwed, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, she
You
wanted
still
to
ain't
get
got me
married.
that information.
I know. Things have happened, Willis.
I know. We need to sit down and knock that out so I can make that happen.
Vacation, hospital, just all the things are happening. But no, and then of course, getting ready for Japan. And then next weekend, the wife and I take off for Orlando for a bit. And then just found out today that I've got a conference in Vegas in June. So yeah, it's that time of year, man. It's just one
Yeah.
of those things. And
Yeah. You're going to be
my vacation is over. The team is running at full steam ahead.
nice. Yeah, man, I tell you, we're at that busy season. You and I, we're both going to be pretty busy. We're still going to hold the home front down here, doing the podcast and stuff. I do have a vacation coming up the end of June, so we won't have any episodes. I think 2 weekends there. So the first uh, Sunday, Monday, and then a Sunday. Might have one that Monday when I come back. It just depends on what time we get back on Sunday after the cruise. Because
Yeah.
it's been long overdue that we haven't been on a cruise in a while. And it's something we need. We
Is
just need to
that
go.
is that graduation or is that adult?
Graduation for low. We're
Okay,
we're
does
going
she
on a.
know? Are you doing the ABC or?
No, we're doing Cozumel, Roatan, uh, two other ports out of New Orleans.
Oh
On
yeah, so
our
you're going to Cozumel, oh my God, Belize,
yes, Belize, Roatan.
Roatan, and Costa Maya.
And it's not Costa Maya, it's something else. It's like a princess something. I don't know.
Oh, it's one of the private ones.
Maybe, but I'm excited about it because I haven't been to Belize in a long time, like long time. Um, uh, we've been to Roatan. I think it's where Mr. Sanchez is, or was that Cozumel? Cozumel. I don't remember, but I'm excited. We get to go back, and the girls have. I don't think the girls have been. They've been. I think they've been to Cozumel. Maybe I'm not for sure. But
Well,
we're gonna.
they don't let you hold the sloss anymore, so
Yeah,
you don't get to do that. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be somebody walking around with a capuchin that they can hold and
yeah.
feed
They've
and
done.
whatever.
They've done that before, and they were both scared of it back then, but they're older now, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Uh, but yeah, man, no, I'm just excited. The this time of year, so right now we're doing senior soakers, or senior assassin soakers, whatever they call it. I don't know. So today's the first day, and my kid was all worried about. I don't want to be the first one out. Well,
Yeah.
luckily she's not the first one out. So she called me earlier today when she was getting ready to leave for work. She goes, "Hey, Dad, can you look at the cameras, make sure there's nobody outside?" I was like, "Sure, babe." So I looked at the cameras. I was like, "All right, I don't see nobody. You're good to go." So she had her goggles, like her swim goggles on, which is gives them immunity.
Yeah.
S and she was running to her car, and she's 4'10", bro, and her little
She
legs
looks like one of those little yard signs.
yes, her little like, yeah, I was laughing on the camera. It was so funny, man. But Yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready. I know you're gonna be super, super busy. We're just gonna, roll with the punches. If you're here, you're here. If you're not
Yeah.
here, that's just the way we do it here on HomeFront SitRep, and we adapt and overcome. We were taught that very early on in our Marine Corps career. So,
Yeah.
uh, super excited about that. But I'm also super excited about our guest tonight, man. Let me tell you, I've known this guy for a little while. Like we've talked like on TikTok and back and forth and been in the same lives and stuff, and I've seen some of the his videos and stuff like that that he's put out on TikTok. He owns a apparel company. Not just apparel. I think they do a little bit of everything. I think they do tumblers and some other things as well. But it's called Camo and Carnage LLC. Dude, that's a badass name. What do you think,
Yeah,
Gun?
for sure.
Camo and Carnage LLC. I believe he might be a co-owner. I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute. I think him and another guy started the company. So, uh, but it says is a veteran founded apparel and lifestyle brand built on the principles of resilience, brotherhood, and purpose. Established established to represent the grit and identity of veterans, patriots, and hardworking Americans. The brand goes beyond clothing. It stands as a symbol for those who refuse to quit and continue to push forward no matter the odds. And I mean that I think that right there sums up the blue collar Americans out there. It's us as veterans, we have that no quit mentality. I know we do as Marines. I don't know about the other branches, but I know we do as Marines. We have that no quit mentality.
Man,
Uh,
we're not even 15 minutes into this and you're already shots fired. Come on now.
Shots fired, bro. Those Navy guys, they like to quit. I don't know about I don't and then I can say something about the Army because my nephew's Army and he loves to quit all the time. So
Yeah.
there's that. So, but anyway, Indie Nurse, what's going on? How are you, dear, over on TikTok? I want to give a shout out to everybody over on TikTok world. Uh, if you are trying to watch this, unfortunately, we're not live on Facebook, on either of the two channels on Facebook, but we are live on LinkedIn, our two YouTube channels, also TikTok. So go follow us on our YouTube channel if you're trying to watch this. I know I made a post on Facebook, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, you ready to bring our guest up, Gunny?
Yeah, I know he's got limited time, so we might as well get him in here and let him run
Let's
his
do it.
suck instead of us doing it.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We are doing wonderful, man. I want to say thank you for taking time. I know right now it's family time with you, so you got a limited amount of time with us. We want to say, Gunny and I want to say thank you for coming on and hanging out with us and talking about you and also Camo and Carnage because that's a badass name, my friend.
Appreciate it.
So do me a favor, introduce yourself to the world of HomeFront SitRep if you don't mind.
His name is Michael Hendricks. I'm the owner of Camo and Carnage. We are a veteran-owned clothing brand. We do hats, shirts, tumblers, and we're starting to dip outside of that. And we have more things to come. Eventually, we're going to be digging into survivalist and outdoors.
Nice.
So what branch did you serve in?
Well, I'm going to say Army.
Oh man, okay.
Shots fired already when you were talking about the Army, but I won't hold it against you.
It's all right. Army guys need heroes to look up to anyway. No, I'm just joshing, bro. Just joshing. So what was your MOS in the Army, my friend?
91 Juliet, quartermaster and chemical repair specialist.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to break that down Marine style for us because
I don't understand Army jargon. You got to simplify it a little bit. And we like to break it down anyway, just for some of the listeners that may not have served or served in the Army or worked with the Army, so they don't know all the lingo and the MOS and the job specialties and stuff. So
yeah. So do me a favor. So here you are, you're 91 Juliet. So what was your day-to-day kind of operation while you were doing that, and how long did you serve doing that?
So 91 Juliet is basically a mechanic. It goes anywhere from quartermasters, which is like your tanks, your heavy equipment, your strikers, and everything like that. And then also we also did with a bunch of Seaburn. We did the LMTVs that had the pop out decon shelters and everything like that. So we were basically the last line to make sure everything was ready when it came up for deployments. Did that for about 4.5 years, and then got med boarded and had to medically out.
Hmm. So Gunny knows a little bit about the. Ooh, there was a lot of echo there. Ooh, Gunny knows a little bit about the med board process as well. I do not. Was your med board process easy, or was it was so tedious? Is I guess the word I'm looking for.
It was a little bit of both. It was pretty easy. Getting it initiated was the hard part, but after you get it initiated, it's not too bad.
Yeah, mine took from start to finish about 2.5 years.
Man, mine took maybe 6 to 9 months. They fast tracked it, I guess.
Well, and that's what the normal is. I ended up having to have more surgeries, so it stopped the medboard process. They had to wait for me to heal, then they started it back up again. So that's what delayed mine. But I was also one of the first ones that went through, and like I got my VA rating and my Navy/Marine Corps rating back at the same time. So I was one of the the pilots for that program.
So let's so you got med boarded out. Sorry, I was looking at TikTok. You got med boarded out. So what was your after transitioning out? What was your transition like? I know with a lot of veterans out there, we lose that sense of purpose. We lose that sense of camaraderie. Some go down a rabbit hole. Some find their tribe right away. What was your transition like for you when you got out?
It was pretty hard. There was a bunch of regret, anger, and everything else. But then I basically decided I could either one, sit here in anger and have all the regret and wonder what could have been if I would have stayed in, or I could just get up, accept it, move on, and find a new mission.
Awesome. So, all right. So, how long? I know Camo Carnage is a relatively new LLC apparel company. How long after getting out did you create this brand, and what gave you the ideal to come up with Camo Carnage?
We actually created this back in like September of last year in 2025. So I got out in 2015, and I basically I met another veteran on TikTok, and through his content and everything else, me and him started talking, and we both kind of had the same views and everything else. And then we became pretty close friends, and then we basically started it with $40 in a dream, and and so it was like quick friends, and like you never leave the military, you never leave another brother behind.
Yeah, for sure. Now,
Yeah.
did you just start out doing shirts, or did you have like a grander, like kind of ideal what you wanted to do, like shirts and hats up front, plus tumblers, or what kind of situation did you fall in there?
So we basically started it with a print on demand. We started out with a few tumblers and then like one or two shirts. So we were very limited on how much we started it with. And then we were able to scale it up semi quickly. Maybe about 2 months after starting up, we were able to start getting into more shirts. We got some hoodies, we got all kinds of different things that we have in the shop right now. And then there's like probably about another good 30 designs that I'm working on getting it all updated and added as well.
Nice. Now, like doing your shirt designs, how do you come up with your shirt designs? Is it something that you like kind of see somewhere else and say, "Hey, I like something like that," or how do you guys come up with the designs of your stuff for your shirts and stuff?
I pretty much have most of the designs came out of either mine or his creation. And like a modern business, we kind of play around with the AI and dabble a little bit with the AIs. And so once you learn how to kind of master that aspect, you can literally get it to do pretty much whatever you want. So we'll take the image from like AIs and stuff like that, and we'll kind of go back into our own back processing areas, and we'll tweak it and do the colors and the fonts and everything that way.
Nice. So we were talking off before we came on. That's something that I like doing as well. Doing different kind of logo designs and stuff like that, and it's hard because like a Red Friday shirt. There's so many different Red Friday shirts out there. It's like trying to find something that you haven't seen because like you can go to Grunt Style and see what they have for Red Friday, and then switch over to Grunt Works and they got something very similar to what Grunt Style has, or vice versa. And then you've got these companies out there that are veteran owned that people are like, oh well, you stole their design, oh you stole their design. So it's hard to create something that somebody else doesn't have. And so how is it hard for you guys not to duplicate somebody else's design, like if you see something you like on a shirt or something of that nature?
It can be hard to. You can kind of take a design, you can kind of run with it, but I try to specialize on coming up with everything pretty much on my own. Like if I see something, I might use bits and pieces, but then I won't stop until I get it exactly to the detail of how I want it, and it to where it's, I'd say probably a good 80 to 95% of our own design.
Nice. Gunny, got any questions over there?
No, I was just, I was looking down, but I was looking at the webpage and threw it up there for everybody to take a look at. And yeah, that the Marine 250 tumbler is pretty badass for sure.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look at it now. We might have to order us a tumbler.
Even my wife that's all you need is another tumbler, and I'd be like,
right,
yeah, but this one, I mean, hey, come on.
Yeah, I believe there's two different styles on there too. So there's the classical one where it's more for the older school Marines, and then there's a little one that's designed more to the modern day Marines, maybe a few years ago. So there's two different avenues you could take.
I think he's saying we're old Marines, Gunny.
I mean,
I didn't say old.
You said classic. Come on now.
Dude, I'm just saying there's a classical design. There's a design for everybody.
I
mean, we are kind of old school salt dogs. I would give you that.
I was in Woodland Camis when I came in, so same. I mean that does date me a little bit,
Yeah, same. So just so you know, Gunny and I met at Paris Island on the Yellow Footprints, and we served together our first 3 years. So I've known this guy just a little bit of time, of time.
There was a 19 in front of the year that I enlisted, so.
Yeah, same.
Look at Michael's like, oh my God, these guys are old.
Yeah, I mean, this gray is, Air Force. So we got a question. Do you have Air Force tumblers?
We do.
So Mama Indy, they do have Air Force tumblers on their website. We'll throw it back up on the screen. It's camoandcarnage.com. So you can go check out their website there and see what they have. So yeah, I like it.
How often do you guys update your stuff? Like is it just like a revolving door, like you get rid of one or you're getting low and you're like, hey, let's get something new in that spot, and you just roll with it? Or
right now I'm trying to integrate everything to the website. Most of everything is going to be in the actual TikTok shop account. As we all know, running a website is extremely crucial and like hard to keep on top of.
Yes.
So if there's not on the website, go ahead and check out the shop account too, because that's where that's where everything started, and we're trying to slowly branch it out to the website. But right now it's just me running everything kind of.
Yeah, it's hard when you don't have somebody and you're doing it on your own, and you have now. Do you have a regular 9 to 5 job and you're doing this? Yeah, so your job, the family, the extracurricular stuff and then the company, right? So that's a lot of time for one person to take on all that.
Trust me, I know because I have a 9 to 5, or actually, let's say a 7 to 3:30, and doing the website and doing everything else. It's like, huh, maybe I need to hire a PR person to do all of this because my website, I need to update severely bad, like all the guests that we had
It's
on.
like a year, close to a year.
Almost a year. So I need to update it some and then switch some things around on it. I'll get there eventually. I just don't know when. I might have to take a week off of work or do something and have some free time.
I'm
We'll see.
almost at the point to where I'm thinking about maybe hiring somebody that's like in college for college credits and be like, hey, you're going into website designing and everything. I got a project just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we talked about that too. And the thing that sucks the most is like during their summertime, right? It's like, okay, I don't want to do this for free during the summer, put me a bone or something because I'm not getting credit for it during the summer.
yeah.
Unless they have the intern style, program, like Micah can get so many credits for, interning at the PD, but
Yeah. Well, my friend, let's see what else. What else do we want to talk about? Let's see.
we did t-shirts, we did tumblers, we did hats.
Yeah, yeah.
Micah, you think of anything that we missed or you missed or you want to talk about? Drive people to your tickety talk to your webpage, top shop.
Right now we have updated to laser engraving. So we have 2 laser engravers that we just got maybe a month or 2 ago. And so now we're getting into more of a, we could do custom metal business cards for businesses. We can do the hats. One thing that I'm learning is how the design software works is way different than what I've used before. So eventually I'm going to be transitioning to where I make everything here is what the ultimate plan is. I'll still have the drop shipping and then the other thing and manufacturers for the shirts. But the ultimate goal is to get everything to where it's made here at home and I can ship it out and everything.
Nice.
So is your partner close by? Like, do y'all live in the same area or where's your partner live?
He lives up in Texas.
Okay. And where are you at? You're
Florida.
Florida? Okay. So how does that work with him being there, you being where you're at? How does that work as a partnership?
Just like this, Willis.
Listen,
we make it work. He recently has decided that he might take a step back, so we're kind of navigating that on how that's going to work. But you just take it one day at a time, and then if he decides to take a step back, that's fine. We're just going to continue on mission, and we're going to make this thing go.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. So it'd be like a silent partner kind of sort of and just step back from things. I gotcha. All right, man. Well, I know we're right at that 30-minute mark. You still good to go, or you need to drop off and go take care of your the kiddos and stuff? What's the plan here?
I got maybe like 2 or 3 more minutes if anybody has questions or anything.
So do we have any questions for Mike, owner of Camo Carnage LLC? You can find him on his website, camoandcarnage.com, or you can find him on TikTok because he does have a TikTok shop at Camo and Carnage. It's just Camo and Carnage on TikTok, right? If I remember correctly.
LLC.
So Camo and Carnage LLC on TikTok. So go check out his shop there on TikTok if you're watching on TikTok, or if you're going to go to his website, go check it out. The good thing about having the laser engrave, I'm going to go ahead. Your logos and designs that you do on the cups, when they're laser engraved on the cups, me personally, I like the laser engraved on the cups rather than the sticker. Which I don't know if yours are stickers or
it's basically just the old style stickers. So
Vinyl.
This is what we kind of started off with, but we're about to start doing the laser engraving thing.
Yeah, because the bad thing with the stickers is they peel off too easy, and I've had several that my wife had bought me, and they had stickers on them, and you take them to the beach and they get sand in them, and they start peeling, and it's just like. So she bought
me. You gotta put an epoxy over it.
That's why you need to check out Camo and Carnage, because I've had all of ours for probably about a good 4 or 5 months, and I put them in the dishwasher, take them to the beach, take them to work, leave them rolling around in the back of the car. I have no issues.
Nice. So there you go. Go check out camoandcarnage.com for sure. I love she's got me one from Till Valhalla. It's the American flag that says veteran on it. I love that cup. I take it pretty much everywhere I go. When I go out, to the beach or something of that nature, and I'm swim up bar, I get it filled up with that brown courage. So yeah, I love mine. So I'm on the website right now. I'm looking at the 250 USMC birthday, and I happen to say it's pretty nice.
Right?
So no, those are the smaller tumblers. It's not the big ones, right? It's a 24
Yeah,
ounce.
so all of ours right now is just going to be the standard 20s.
20.
We're looking to get into the 40s, but when you start out on TikTok, it has so many regulations and everything. If they don't ship out fast enough, or the print is not up to their quality and everything else. So right now we're kind of focused on 20 ounces. I can do the 40 ounces, but it would have to be on the backside, like outside of the TikTok shop.
I got you. So that'd be something like from the website and stuff like that. So, all right, cool beans. So, all right, what's the best way if somebody want to get in touch with you? What's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
We are on Facebook for Camo Carnage. We have also right now we have the website, and then if you go on to TikTok and you actually click on the profile, if you type up there, it will have all the email, contact information, and everything else. And then one other thing we do is we have it to where when we ship out stuff, I don't have a box near me, but we have a QR code. So as soon as you hit that QR code, it's going to throw you directly into the TikTok shop. And then also on every order, I've been including our metal business cards. And it has all of our logo, website, and then you get my personal phone number. So if you see a number, that goes directly to me.
Heck yeah. Well, my friend, I know you got to get going. I want to say thank you. We're going to talk again because we're going to have you back on and go more in depth. Because there's more to your military story than you're letting on. So we're going to go more in depth into your military story. And then we'll go more into Camo Carnage and go from there. So
sounds good.
Thank you for coming on and hanging out with us for this 30 minutes. And we'll be in touch soon, brother.
Alrighty. I appreciate you guys letting me have the honor and opportunity to be here.
Hey, anytime, brother. See you. How cool was that, Gunny?
Good stuff, man. Anytime that we can highlight a veteran that's out there, starting a business, getting, whatever, the singer-songwriters, the nonprofits, the whatever. I mean, it's just great to have another veteran that's out there and has found his new mission, his new purpose, new direction in life, and is out there trying to crush it or crushing it.
So one thing he didn't mention that I'm going to go ahead and mention is a percentage of the proceeds goes help a veteran nonprofit. It's the Veteran Aid Network, if I remember correctly. I think it's the Veteran Aid Network. Let me make sure that's. Yeah. So anyway, a percentage of it goes. Yeah, it's the Veterans Aid Network. Which is another great nonprofit on TikTok and a few other things. They do really, really amazing things. So a percentage of it goes to the Veteran Aid Network. So super cool. Yeah. So check out Camo and Carnage.com. Mama Indy says she loves her veterans. And we love you too, Mama Indy. So you're heading to Orlando, or no, you got Virginia Tech.
I got Virginia Tech this weekend. So, I'm taking my oldest with me. So I have to wait till he gets off work. I got to go up sometime within the next couple of days and grab gear to take down with me. But yeah, in Virginia Tech this weekend, I'll be gone Friday, Saturday, back home, Sunday, Monday for the podcast. And then we take off, I want to say it's Thursday.
To Orlando, right?
Next week to Orlando. for the Operation Heal Our Patriots. It's they do a marriage retreat in Alaska every year. I think they do 15 weeks and they do 10 couples per week. Up in Alaska, it's part of Samaritan's Purse initiatives. So Purple Heart recipients and their um, spouse, because I can't say in their wives because there are female Purple Heart recipients, right? That have a
Right.
male spouse that either didn't serve or served and wasn't a Purple Heart recipient. But April and I went up in 2015, I think is when we went. We were week 5, 2015. And now every 2 years they do a reunion for the couples that are still together that want to come back. And
Nice.
it's a whole lot of camaraderie and fellowship. And what's funny is, one of the board members for Warriors on a Cruise, Jason, and his wife Carrie will be there because they went up either last year or the year before. And then other friends that we met there will be there that we've not seen in a couple of years, and we follow each other on Facebook and we're friends on Facebook and stuff. And then the following week, like I'll get back Sunday night, so I'll miss Sunday's podcast, but I'll be here for Monday. And then Wednesday, is that the 29th, I think? The tip of the spear night.
Yep, that's the 29th. Yeah.
Yeah. So I jump on a plane and I head across the pond. So, CVG to Chicago to Haneda to Iwakuni. So we'll leave here on the 29th. We'll get there on the 30th. And then show day, I want to say it's the 2nd and 3rd, I think, are our show days over there. So practice day on the 2nd, show day on the 3rd, and then the 4th, we jump on the plane and head back to Tokyo. We'll spend 36-ish hours in Tokyo. And then on the 5th, come home and then just roll right back into team schedule. And, by that time I'll have to mow the grass and whoever knows what other, projects the wife has for me. And then
get that boy out there mowing that grass for you while you're gone.
I've had both of them. So I have my zero turn and I have my push, and I've had both of them push. And I'm like, what in the world are you doing? Or there's a patch of grass that's like this wide that they completely missed. I'm like, put the wheel in the marks and just follow it. And they can't figure it out. And I'm definitely not putting them on my zero turn. I won't have a fence for the dogs. The neighbor's mailbox will be gone. I mean, no.
Oh, you gotta love it.
I'll mow it before I leave, and by the time I get back, I'll have to mow it again. But
so, do you cut it shorter if you're going to be gone for like an extended period of time?
Nope. What will happen is the wife will grab the push mower, which I got to make sure it starts before I leave. She'll grab the push mower and she'll push it, and usually within a half hour, my neighbor that lives, I say he's beside me.
Yeah.
We'll see her out there push mowing, and he'll jump on his rider and he'll come over and do the grass.
Oh, okay.
So I will, where the dog pen out back, the fenced in area, I will cut that a little bit shorter because that grows really quick. It gets a lot of shade for like the first half of the day, and then the second half of the day it's in the sun. So it grows really quick and thick. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's that time of year, and got a bunch of stuff in May. Got 9 guys that I'm taking to New Jersey on a shark/tuna fishing trip, and then roll back into it. And then I got a conference that just got confirmed today out in Vegas. And then 4th of July is going to be here before you know it. And that's one of our busiest weekends as far as the team concerned. And then, of course, once August gets here,
balls to the wall.
Football, man. Football every weekend.
Yeah, you'll be
for the
all
most
over
part.
the place.
But Mogadishu Mile, 2026
I'm excited about this.
um, is there'll be our 6th year of doing this. We're back at White Sulphur Baptist Church again this year. I can't thank the pastor CJ there enough for allowing us to use the church property and the church to host the event. I know for a fact that I have one team of guys from 214 10th Mountain that were at Mogadishu that are going to run it this year. Plus, we'll have the
I'm ex
Rangers back, and then who knows? I mean, we had 48 teams last year, and we're hoping that we can get more. I know a couple of guys have reached out to their local JROTC units, like Grant County, and then some of the other ones. And it's a good time, man. It's fun, and you got the ROTC teams that want to come in and try to beat the Rangers every year, and it happens, but it happens with them wearing PT gear, not boots
Yeah,
and utes.
not the boots and
You
utes,
know,
yeah.
but
So
it's
I
still
put some in
it's still good bragging rights, and it's still camaraderie. They're all out there cheering each other on and seeing where they can improve their time because you get to see the whole course. That's
yeah,
the cool thing about where we're at now is you get to see the whole course. We're
yeah.
not tucked in the woods. We're not having to lose eyesight of anybody. But it is friggin' hot, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of elevation changes. So again, this year I'll tell everybody start hydrating 2 3 days prior to. You
Oh,
don't
yeah,
want
you
to
have to.
don't do this the day of. It's not going to happen. Don't do it the day before. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Are you going to, Bradford's going away party? Did you get invited to that?
I did, and as long as I do not have anything, and I don't have anything on the schedule yet, as long as I don't have anything, I'll be there for
Yeah,
sure.
that's I think it was
'Cause
May
I think it's the
was it
15th.
was it May 15th or the 14th?
I don't. It's that weekend. Whatever.
I'll have to go back and look at Colonel's text message because he sent me a text message,
Yeah.
and I told him
Yeah.
I
Joe,
had to
Joe
check.
sent me a text, and I just don't know when it is. I got to put it on the calendar. That way, if I get picked for something, I can be like, hey, I've got this other thing I can do.
Yeah, I definitely wanna go and see Matt and Amanda before they head out to North Kakalaki.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. I think they leave the week after or 2 weeks after.
yeah,
At the end of the month. They're gone at the end of May, I think. But
yeah.
but yeah, man, it's just man, I'm gonna be busy here starting soon. I am gonna have you send me the link um to the podcast when I'm in Japan, just in case I can get on, right? Even if it's for
Okay.
5 minutes and I'm at the airport sitting there doing nothing, I can, pull up my phone and just jump on my phone for, 5 10 minutes.
Right.
Um,
You still didn't talk about going fishing when you're over in, Iwakuni.
oh, so we're not going fishing in Iwakuni. So that's not until June. The wife and I are gonna go see my buddy Troy. We're gonna go spend, I don't know, 4 or 5 days in France. So
Yeah.
we're going to Bellowwood area for a few days, and then we're gonna go up to Normandy for a couple days, and one of those days that we're at Normandy, we have a half day fishing charter up in the North Sea. So
Oh,
very excited about that. Um, when we're coming back into Normandy, into the port, that's the trek that those guys from World War I, World War II took, and
yeah.
looking at the cliffs and the beaches and everything else. So it's going to be pretty surreal, I think, and I'm going to try. So the guy that is our host, if you will, he takes us around. He'll pick us up from the airport, take it, drop us off at the airport, make sure we get where we need to go. Lane, his son, fishes a lot in the Iwakuni area. So I may see we get in at I think we get in at like 6:30 to Iwakuni, and I might see if his son will take me out fishing while I'm there,
Yeah,
even
that's
if
what
it's
I thought.
just for a few hours. So I've not confirmed with Reagan yet or not if that can happen or the ability of it to happen can happen.
Yeah,
But
that'd be fun, though.
I know we got stuff like we'll get there Thursday and then Thursday night and then Friday is like the welcome aboard type thing Friday afternoon. So we'll have the day on Friday. to do stuff. Um, and usually we go out and look for bourbon, and the boys want freaking Pokemon cards, so we go to all the 7-Elevens and see if they have Pokemon cards. I'll bring them back, 5, 6 packs a piece. And what's cool is it's all written in Japanese.
Yeah. Well, you can get better over because they come out over there before they come out here.
Yeah, but you can't find them in Tokyo.
Right. Because
So we got to look.
vending machines.
You can't find them. They're out, always sold out. So you have to know where to go. And around the Iwakuni area, we've realized that it's the 7-Elevens. That's where you need to go to get them. And sometimes they'll limit to you, like if they have 3 different series, you can get 2 packs per series.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. But what I've done in the past is had Matt and Larry, the other 2 guys that are there with me, I've had them buy me 2 packs as well. That way I'm done right day one.
Yeah.
Well, Matt last year was talking about his family was asking, what do you guys do when you're not working? And Matt's like, oh yeah, we go out in town. And he was making fun of me for getting Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, Sam has to go find Pokemon cards for his kids. And he was making fun of me about it. And his nephew heard that.
Oh God.
His ears started burning. He's like, Uncle Matt, Pokemon. He's like, oh, you like Pokemon? Yeah. So Matt told me, I gotta find Pokemon cards this year. I'm like, well, why? He goes, well, I was talking about it. My nephew overheard me. And then there's a few kids in Marin's class that like Pokemon. I was like, oh, so you gotta find Pokemon cards for like 10 kids. He's like, yeah, something like that. I'm like, yeah, see what happens? Keep running your mouth. Keep running your mouth. Keep making fun of me for having to find Pokemon cards every year.
Karma, man. It's karma.
Yeah.
Now he's got to do it. But that's not no good for you though, because now that takes away from a couple packs that you can't have.
Yeah, which is fine. Like I said, I bring the kids back, 5, 6 packs a piece.
Yeah.
All right. And I mean, there was one place last year. It's like, if you want the whole thing, you take the whole thing. I was like, woof. And I came back with a box.
Nice.
Right. So it's whatever. I mean, it's just something for them. I never come home with anything for the wife, and I need to. I mean, like I said, this Friday, like 4 days from now is her birthday and our anniversary. So,
well, we need to talk offline. I know she doesn't watch this, but we need to talk offline. And
she can't tonight anyway because it's not on the big book of face.
Yeah. And Julie's probably not watching either, but who knows?
We don't know because she can't comment.
Yeah,
because it's not on Facebook.
She might not be following us on TikTok or YouTube either. So who knows?
But yeah, no, we got a bunch of stuff that's new to the schedule this year that I'm super excited for. When I went home, Matt's like, hey, how far is this place from where you're gonna be? I'm like, dude, it's an hour and a half. I said, but it's only 15 minutes, 20 minutes out of my way when I go home. He's like, well, do you mind stopping in? And so we're going to be performing back in my home state this year. And I'm super excited. It's the first time the team's been to Maine. So hopefully, my mom, my stepdad, my brother, and the nieces and the nephews can come down and watch the team perform and see what I do on, an almost weekly basis during the summer. And but it's going to be cool going back to my home state and performing. And it's later in the summer too. So hopefully I can get some good lobster for the guys and treat them to a nice, Maine homecoming, if you will.
Hell yeah. Mama Indy says, get on it and find presents for the wife.
I am the present.
He is the gift that keeps on giving. Lita just joined us too. Welcome, Miss Lita. How are you, dear?
I said that. So there was an anniversary. So they got married. Our neighbors got married last year, and they didn't have a real big wedding. It was mostly family. So this year they're like, hey, we're going to have a 1-year anniversary party for everybody who wasn't able to make it to come. So we went to Molly Malone's down in Covington, and April's like, "Are we supposed to bring a gift?" I'm like, "It's 1 year of them being married. I don't think so. I don't know. I've never gone to a 1 year anniversary party. I don't know. What do you do?" I was
Yeah,
like, "You know
what do
what?
you
I am the gift because I can never make anything that they have because I'm always gone. They always do stuff during the summer or in the fall, so I'm always
Yeah.
gone. I can never make it." And she's like, "I don't want to go by myself." So I was like, "We are the gift. We're the gift this year." But no, it was cool. We had one, I think three sets of neighbors showed up besides us. So
I
it was
don't think
cool.
you
And
bring
good
gifts.
time. I mean,
I
you
don't
could bring cards and whatever. I mean, if I would have thought they're big scuba divers and stuff, and it was like an underwater type theme, and I didn't know that it was themed, and I should have read all the comments for the past 8 months that they've been planning this.
yeah.
I would have wore one of my many Hawaiian shirts. But this one lady walked in with shorts and like a t-shirt with another like fishing shirt over the top of it with her towel around her neck with her flip-flops on, and she's like, "Oh man, everybody's dressed up and I'm in here looking like this." I'm like, just rock it, you'll be fine. No one cares.
No one
Just
cares.
give it an hour, and when everybody's got the liquor in them, no one's really gonna care. That everybody will have that towel.
Yes, everybody will have that towel spinning around their head and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, Gunny, I think it's about time to wrap it up early tonight. What do you think?
I mean, we can do that, but you gotta let me find my
Oh, I
stuff here.
know. While you're doing that, so next week on the 19th, we got Miss Lauren Wallace coming back on. She's got a new book that just is getting ready to be released. It's on
Yeah,
pre-sale
and
right
she
now.
she tells us this after the show last month.
Yeah,
"Oh, yeah,
yeah,
by the way, I'm got." Well, you could have said something.
yeah.
You
So
could have said
we're gonna have her come on and talk about her book. So they are still working on the Van of Valor book, but she has her new book out. It's on pre-sale right now, but she'll be back to talk about that. Actually think it releases
the
either
next the
before.
next d no, it's the 20th or the 22nd or the 21st. It's within a couple days
Yeah,
of the show. So it's before she is on before the actual release.
yeah, she's on like a day or two before. Yeah,
Yeah.
so the 19th she'll be on. Kevin will probably be there with her, so you get to see his mug. And then on the 20th we got Power Plus. Lee Edinger. I want to say he's a Marine. Um, he does the Power Plus. It's a business, so we'll have him on. And then for the 26th and 27th, I'm working on getting a couple of people scheduled for those shows. One is going to be Miss Jen Gilpin. I talked to her earlier today. We got her scheduled for either the 26th or 27th. She just said pick a date, so I'm gonna pick one of those dates.
Yeah.
We do have one open spot left for April, and then we're booking May now. So if you're interested in being a guest on Homefront SitRep, just shoot me an email at homefrontsitrep@gmail.com. And we'll get you scheduled to be a guest on the show. I do have some other emails out, so I'm hoping to have May completely booked.
Well,
There are some.
follow up with SJ.
Yes, I had to think
Um,
who you were talking about there, but yes,
yeah.
I need to reach back out to her. I think I sent her an email yesterday or day before, but uh, I, yes,
Yeah. And
we got a
then
few. We got a few others that
yeah,
I got.
and then my buddy Adam that has the Old Glory Retirement Fund. Is that what it is? Yeah, Old Glory Retirement Foundation up here in Ohio. Reach out to him too, especially with Memorial Day coming up, to talk about his program and what they do and how they do it. It's pretty cool. It's something different and unique than a lot of the other, um, the VFW, the Legion stuff are doing. So,
Right,
um,
right.
but yeah, Adam's a good dude, Army guy. I've known him for probably 15 years now.
I
It
think I
seems like
did. I think I did get connected with him a while back, and then something happened, and we just kind of got not connected somehow. So
yeah. But yeah, reach out to him, see if you can get him on as well. He'll be a great person to have on. We
He'd be
don't
a
need
good one.
we don't
He
need his entire friggin' staff on. I will tell you that he's got a lot of
Yeah.
guys, and they're all great guys. But you when you get 3 or 4 of those guys going and talking, man.
Yeah.
So,
Kinda gets a little chaotic.
yeah.
We could probably have him on for Memorial Day, maybe. It depends on if the wife decides she wants to do something for that
He's
weekend.
that's a busy weekend for him. That's a busy weekend for me. So,
Nah, okay, okay. We'll
so
we'll
I, I
figure it
I would say before
out. Okay,
Memorial for sure.
okay. I'm sitting here jaw jacking and didn't do what I needed to do. But here we go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Gunny's Words of Wisdom.
The reason people talk about you behind your back is because when they talk about themselves, no one listens.
Mm. Say that again for the people in the back.
The reason people talk about you behind your back is because when they talk about themselves, no one listens.
Mm. That's so true, though. That is so true. Yeah. Uh, hmm. I'm letting that one sink in just a little bit.
Right?
Letting that one sink in because I just got a message on Facebook Messenger from a Marine. I'm not gonna say what Marine he is, but he's here local to where I'm at. And he doesn't do social media very often. And it's kind of weird that he's asking the questions that he's asking, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you kind of know the situation that I'm talking about, and it's just like, man, that's been done and gone long time. And so I'm just trying, like, okay, did he just now like see all of it because he's been off of social media, or
Or is he
is there
fishing?
something, or is he fishing for somebody else? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I'm like, I have to be very. This guy's amazing at what he does. I'm not going to say what he does because it'll give it away. Um, it's amazing because I've talked to you about this guy.
Yeah.
Because of what he does. And I was like, I need to get you connected with him because I think it's something that you had said you were interested in doing. And it's all veteran themed.
Yeah.
So but anyway, I'll reach back out to him and say, hey, look, what this is what we got going on. And see. And I'm not going to give too much information. I'll tell him the truth, I'll tell him everything that I know prior to
Yeah.
2020, because
Yeah.
after 2020, I don't know. So, well, I kind of do a little bit because I had to go do
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
other stuff. But anyway, let's see what. All right, here we go.
It's time for the joke of the day.
When is the only acceptable time to use trench warfare? And I'm going to say it
is
again.
the only acceptable time to use trench warfare?
Yeah, when is the only acceptable time to use trench warfare as a last ditch effort?
Ah.
Where's the boo at on that one? Oh, hellfire and damnation. All right, Gunny.
Yeah, you're not alone. You still have worth. You still have value. Don't let the dark days win, and surround yourself with people that are going to build you up and not tear you down. Even that
Yeah.
dollar, one single dollar bill that's been dropped on the ground and stepped on and bent in gum and in places unimaginable, it's still worth $1.
Yep, still worth $1. In the silence of your struggles, remember, though unseen, you are deeply held in the hearts of others. You are not alone. The uniform may come off, but the bond remains. And together we heal, together we rise, and together we carry each other forward. And the key word there is together. We have to do this together. We can't, you can have the banter back and forth, but you can't knock a veteran that signed his name on a dotted line because he was a support element. Regardless if they went to combat or not. If us as infantry guys, we can't do our job if we don't have logistics, if we don't have supply, if we don't have motor T. We as infantry guys can't do our job without our support. So whether you're a non-combat veteran, whether you're a combat veteran, guess what? You signed your name on that dotted line. No matter what year you signed, before 2001, or if you were an older generation, Desert Storm 1990 era, you still served your country. So your service still matters.
You've done what only 7% of our total population has done.
Yeah. Amen. So your service still matters. So combat veterans, bro, knock it the heck off because their service still matters. So knock it off. Hashtag be someone stranger, guys. Ladies and gents, we as humans, we're more apt to talk to a complete stranger than the ones we love the most. I can tell you this from firsthand experience because I didn't tell my wife a lot of my military stuff until I started going to the VA and started openly talking about it and doing this podcast. So we as humans, we're more apt to talk to somebody who's a complete stranger than the ones we love the most. So when you're out and about and you see somebody and it looks like they're having a bad day, go up to them and ask them, hey, how are you doing today? And if they give you the red flags, I'm okay, I'm hanging in there, I'm living the dream, ask the next hard question. How are you really doing? And be ready for that conversation because it could be a 5-minute conversation. It could be an 8-hour conversation. You have to be ready for that conversation. And here's the kicker. Don't try to fix them. A lot of times the person that wants to vent to you just needs somebody to listen to them. So don't try to fix them. Just listen to them. And then if they ask and say, hey, what do you think I should do? Then you can give your opinion. But don't try to fix them. Just listen. And that's the problem with society today is we don't listen enough. A lot of people just listen to respond. But if you actually sit there and listen to somebody, you'll figure out everything that's going on with them. So just sit there and listen.
That's why we have 2 ears and only one mouth.
The best thing I learned from my uncle a long time ago, he said, just sit back and listen. He said, you'll know everything that you need to know about a person within the first 10 minutes of meeting them. Just sit back and listen. That's all you got to do.
Yep. And it takes a village. We can't go at this alone. You may think that you're harder than woodpecker lips and you've got this and everything. There are guys that have come before you that have been where you are. Use the knowledge to help dig yourself out of that hole, or let them help you dig out of that hole. And if you follow your passion, you'll find your new purpose.
Amen. All right. You want to talk about this?
Yeah. SOF missions, Shield of Faith mission, Shield of Faith missions down in Tampa. Great organization. They do, I think it's 11 clinics throughout the year. They take off in January, but 2 of those clinics are all female if you're not comfortable being around the males. This coming weekend, they have their golf outing. So go to sofmissions.org and see how you can get involved in that golf clinic. Amazing program. They focus on your mental, your physical, your spiritual, and your social well-being. And it's catered directly to you. Every single program is individualized for the person that they're serving. And then once you're done with that weekend, they offer 365 care after that. So supplements, the oil ring, the green lights, the sound. I mean, anything that you feel as though that you need that they offer, they'll do it for you.
Bro, I don't know what happened there, but your sound just went rah. But there at the end, it went back to normal. I don't know what happened there.
Must be on your end.
I don't know. It's pretty loud. Pretty loud. HeroesMediaGroup.com. This is our community partners, not sponsors, but community partners. HomeFront SitRep has been a proud family member of the HMG family for going on over 2 years now. So check out HeroesMediaGroup.com. That's HeroesMediaGroup.com. Up next is Reese Across America Radio. Listen, guys, we've been on Reese Across America Radio now year and a half. No, probably longer than that. Almost 2 years. So check out reachaccrossamerica.org/radio. And you can find Homefront Sit Rep on Thursday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's Thursday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern. You can also download the iHeartRadio app, the TuneIn app, or the Audacity app. Search the word Reese, and you can find them there. So go check out Reese Across America Radio. Up next is Same Flag, Same Oath.com. Our shirt is right there in the corner there. It's Marine It Down. Uncle Sam is wearing it in the background back here. He still ain't washed it, so he's still stinking up like crazy.
You can look how nice that is, and then look at Uncle Sam.
Whew. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your sound there, but it's going cray cray. Check out Same Flag, Same Oath.com. We are partnering with them. We're getting ready to have a store website. We're going to have 5 shirts on there. The Marine It Down shirt. We're also going to have a Homefront Sit Rep logo shirt on the front. We're going to have hashtag You're Not Alone, hashtag Be Someone Stranger. And then we got a special shirt that's coming out as well. So make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Up next is EliteEngraving24.com. You can see our 2 hats there. Gunny's got them there. That's just 2 different color styles. We got the red patch for Remember Everyone Deployed. That's why I went with the red patch. I had different options, but I like that one for that reason. So check out EliteEngraving24.com. Up next is Valor Coins and Pins. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, Valor Coins and Pins, owned and operated by Brent and Brian Casey, the grandsons of the late Herschel Woody Williams, who's a Medal of Honor recipient from World War II at the Battle of Iwo Jima. A portion of every order goes to help support the Woody Williams Foundation to build Gold Star Memorial monuments across the nation. But anything you need for challenge coin related, lapel pins, oh my gosh, I just completely brain farted. Like medals for races, poker chips. Brent and Brian will take great care of you. Just tell them the guys from Homefront SitRep sent you.
Yep. All right. Up next is RDC Shoes.
RDC Shoes, owned by Darren Davis, former Marine and law enforcement officer. Him and his wife started this company shortly after 9/11. And man, the shoes are great. They fit great. They wear great. They're comfortable. Right now, they have the Glory Folds of Honor shoe, which is a red and white shoe with a blue tongue with stars on it and the Folds of Honor logo on the back. And a portion of the proceeds to that goes to support the Folds of Honor mission and giving scholarships to kids of fallen service members or severely wounded service members. And then they have the Patriot shoe, which is a blue shoe with stars with a red and white tongue. And the top eyelet is a gold eyelet, a gold star eyelet. And a portion of the proceeds from that goes to help support the Woody Williams Foundation as well.
Yeah, the gold stars on both sides. Yeah, both sides. I was trying to show it. They're right here. I have them right there.
Yeah.
The Patriots. I might have to move them down so people can see them a little bit better. But I love my Patriot shoes. They are so freaking comfortable. And each one of the shoes comes with a
A
Medal of
hero
Honor,
card.
a hero card, Medal of Honor recipients. Um, what's the citation?
The short the citation of the Medal of Honor recipient.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is super cool. So you never know who you might get Herschel Woody Williams, you might get Dakota Meyer, you might who knows who
Sammy
knows who you
Davis, Kyle Carpenter.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
So go check out rdcshoes.com. Order you a pair of shoes. I will tell you, they are super comfortable. I love my Patriots. I wear them all the time. My wife gets on me. She's like, "Bro, why are you wearing those?" I was like, "Because they're comfortable."
Yeah.
I mean, I have other tennis shoes, and I'm like, they're not as comfortable as these.
I mean,
So
I wear my Patriots more than my glories, but I wear my Patriots with my suits. I wear them with shorts. I wear them with jeans. I mean, they go with pretty much everything. I mean, hell, when the wife and I visited the White House there a couple months ago, that's what I was wearing for my shoes.
yeah, heck yeah. All right, so up last but not least is HomeFrontSitRep.com. We were talking about it a little bit ago. We do have our website. Our merch is on there. Our upcoming events are on there as well. As long as there's a Facebook event for that, I can add it to the calendar and people can see what events are coming up. So if you have a veteran event and you have a Facebook uh, event created for it, send it to me. I'll add it to the website there as well underneath the events and upcoming things. So check it out on homefrontsitrep.com. Other than that, man, we got the tip of the spear at the end of the month. We got what 4 episodes? I think 4 episodes left this month. So super excited about that. So yeah, man, it's one of those nights. We get off early. You get to go hang out with the wife before she goes to bed.
Heck yeah. Got
But we're gonna
29
talk.
minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna talk offline because we need to work on something real quick. But
For sure.
like we always say on Homefront Sit Rep, stay safe out there. We got
We got your 6.
Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this show.
Suggestions and comments are always welcome.
Cannot wait to have another great show with y'all.
Don't forget you can find HomeFront SitRep on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Stay safe out there. I got your 6.